New at 10, as a devastating tornado rolled through Rudd Wednesday night, we're alerting one local resident went above and beyond to warn neighbors about what was to come. KIMT News 3's Anthony Monzon joining us now with the story of a truly heroic firefighter.
Yeah, Katie, that's absolutely right. By now, many of us have seen the heartbreaking images from Rudd after Wednesday night's historic winter tornado, but that pales in comparison to how volunteer firefighter Tyler Hicks experienced the storm. Tonight, we're sharing how his heroic actions may have helped save lives.
You can hear when the siren starts shutting off. That's when it had ripped out of my hand.
As heavy winds and rain were bearing down on Rudd Wednesday night, volunteer firefighter Tyler Hicks answered the call when asked to sound the town's tornado siren by hand.
I just kept holding the button, and then next thing you know, it's raining sideways, all that kind of stuff. And I'm still holding the button. It really wasn't too bad with all the gear on. And next thing you know, there's no button there anymore to pull down.
The intense moments Hicks weathered to warn his neighbors of the impending tornado captured on video, however not pictured here, the resilience it took to keep the siren blaring as the world around Hicks started tearing apart.
I was mainly just thinking, I don't want anybody to get hurt, I signed up to do this, and that was my job that night. I could hear, as I was holding the siren, the tin being ripped off of some buildings, and I actually heard some wood being splintered and stuff, and it actually ended up actually being the pole.
That's when Hicks took cover in his fire truck, but when conditions started to subside and he could see through his window, Hicks noticed,
oh, there's no pole or button there anymore to hold on to. And we were going around doing a damage assessment and making sure there were no injuries or casualties, which there weren't. Everybody's okay. And I found the telephone pole that held it about a couple blocks away.
Hicks says he'll never forget that harrowing night, which saw so much damage to the town he signed up to serve. And while the road to recovery is anything but clear for Rudd,
I'm really just glad that nobody got hurt. And I'll tell you something, it's really awesome to see everybody come together and help out a small town like this. It's so appreciated. All the volunteer help and all the donations is just unreal. I can't thank people enough.
Nothing like a humble hero. Anyone interested in lending a hand should call either the Rudd Fire Department or the City of Rudd, and they can probably find something to do, according to Hicks. Katie?
All right, thank you, Anthony. A truly amazing story. Well, the Rudd Public Library, which was destroyed in the tornado, has set up a GoFundMe page to help them rebuild. You can find a link to the page by finding this story on KIMT.com.